Bob Folkrod is using blinds to hunt in Texas. And whether in a pop-up or a fixed blind, Bob tries to remain consistent when laying out his gear.
Well, you have a lot of choices in blinds, but I tell you what, this Blackout Blind it's big, it's roomy. I mean, I can stretch out, I can stand up if I want to, take some pressure off my legs. Remember, it's black, the animals aren't gonna see me, but noise is the factor. You know, I've taken a little time to waterproof it, everything. This is my home away from home, and it's a roomy, roomy home, I'm telling you what. Really couldn't wait to get out there and hunt, and we're gonna start in the traditional box blind, you know, up above the brush type thing. And yeah, you got three kinds of blinds out there. You got a box blind that we're setting into, you got a pop-up blind that I can move and make it fit my environment, and then you got the simple brush blind that you've seen me hunting. And guess what? It's all about sitting still, staying quiet, and being comfortable. You know, like down there's the blind, but the wind right now, if we was hunting that blind, is hitting us right in the face, so we're gonna put up the blind.
Bob Folkrod loves to hunt out of blinds. Never one to be satisfied with anything out of the box, Bob's blind preparation begins back home in Pennsylvania.
You know, one of the first things I do when I get a blind is change everything onto it to fit my environment. Whether you believe in UV or don't believe in UV, personally, I think I do. So I turn around and basically spray the thing down and paint it all UV, and I let it totally dry. And then the next day I'll go in and I take and mix silicone and mineral spirits up, and I totally go on the seams, anything I can to totally make this waterproof. The manufacturer can't do that, you know, just to give you some insight on it. Why won't the manufacturer do that ahead of time? And I think there's some rules or regulations about if you make it waterproof, it becomes a tent and it has to come over on a boat in a different, you know. All I know is the thing isn't waterproof when I get it, but when I'm ready to go in the field, it's waterproof. And then I tie, it takes about 100 yards of parachute cord to tie on all the corners, and I use that instead of, you know, just trying to lean up a branch that I may have cut or tucked it back into, or whether I'm tying on natural man-made stuff or unman-made stuff to make it look and fit my environment. You can pop that right up in the middle of a field for turkeys, but a deer, he comes out here every night to feed. He's gonna look this way, he's gonna look that way. It doesn't take much for him to all of a sudden realize something's different. Especially when you're hunting, a mature animal like we're trying to do. It's going to look pretty nice in its natural surroundings. We know we're only going to be there for 5 or 6 or 7 days, so I can basically cut a tree off. It's got leaves on. But when I tie that up in a vertical position, I want it to stay there. I don't want it to fall down, have the wind blow, or if I'm inside and about ready to take the shot, the thing falls over and blocks my window. So there's a lot of reasons why we do what we do to make that blind comfortable.
We're gonna kill a deer out of that right there. You watch. It's gonna happen.
We was gonna take a doe or a management buck, and we're sitting in there, and what happens? It started to thunder and lightning, and all of a sudden it's raining. It was like a script written out ahead of time, because it was perfect. Just everything that we talked about in Pennsylvania that we did to that blind was happening right now in that thunderstorm. The wind's blowing and the tent's shaking and the water's falling, but we're staying dry inside, you know.
There's a doe right there. That's a trophy if I've ever seen one. Here we go. There you go. And there we were. Oh, that hits him hard, man. Holy jeez, that hits him hard. Well, we originally set this up for that buck we seen, and then we got rained off. She came out of here and just, I mean, she didn't even look at it. She just looked right past it, you know. She kept looking down. I thought she was gonna walk right into us there for a while.
Yep. Yeah. So everything worked good.